You want to be here.
Yeah.
You was here. If you were here, you would have more control. Here, this wrist took everything.
Yeah.
You like this?
Hotep and Grift.
Kanye on that drum. All right, so welcome back to Sunday's Corner, everybody. How you doing, sis? Welcome to the show.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. If it seems like, oh, she's not even giving these people intros. No, I don't give them intros. I let them speak for them damn selves.
I thought my plight in life was about saving the world until I realized I didn't have the skills or the tools to save myself.
Yep. If you're not activating now, then what are you doing? Wasting my time, wasting your time. So let's go. Until next week.
Welcome. Her name is Kim Clayson. Clap it up for Kim Clayson. We love it. Kim Clayson, ladies and gentlemen. There she is.
It does look good. We are going to be flipping seats. Like I said, a lot of the states did go through redistricting. Maryland was one of them, Florida, New Jersey. So we'll be flipping a lot of seats in really good areas.
Sonny Johnson.
Oh, is it on? Like, it ain't like I'm not loud enough. You can't hear it. You know, I can be loud without music. And that, you know, before that, I was always like, I'm Hotep adjacent. You know, I would always say that. But when you got to that point, when I was like, okay, now it's Hotep.
What point did you get to?
Hotep the bill. The point where when you hit the realization that it's not about necessarily winning the argument or fighting with the left or fighting with, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not about that. Now, I'm going to create the platform where you can find the content.
These last 5 years of my life have been absolutely amazing, and Chad has been a mentor, helped shape my brain. So if they call me a radical, I've been radicalized by Chad. You really know. He's the one that turned me into an anarchist.
Who's the day of black supremacy? Talking about you guys.
The person who made sure we were government compliant and made us a non-profit organization officially. Shout out to Trish. Clap that for her. Did an amazing job helping me out. I really appreciate her. Shout out to Crypto Wendy for coming out. Thank you, Crypto Wendy. Wendy, shout out to Syscoin, our sponsor. You know, shout out to Brilliant McFarland.
Secret Service, my handler. Secret Service, reparations. Huh? Be arrogant like a mother.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Two, one, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
What's up, people?
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
The Grift Report is back. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. A lot of news to get into today. Hotep Con is around the corner. Hotep Con is around the corner. I can't wait. I got the stream up late today. I was running around and shit getting ready for Hotep Con, but I'm almost there. I'm like 90% there. Gonna do some checklist stuff to make sure all of my people are there or getting there safely, and car service and all of that for our special guest. Shout out our special guest tonight, Rick, Sonny Johnson, Project Rook, and Cooley Bravo. So appreciate them. Gonna have a lot of fun. Gonna have a lot of fun, Hotep Con. If you didn't make it this year, then it's the last year that we're doing a 3-day. So you guys get to enjoy the 3-day occasion with us. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. What's up, chat? What's up with my chatters in here? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, please. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe button. Steph Colonel Wilmar, I see y'all. What up, man? How y'all feeling, y'all? EMP 1990. Afternoon Riggers says Hotep Goldstein. He's starting his shit already. Big Ron Beast, what up, bro? Protocal, what up, man? We are here for the Grift Report every day, 2 p.m. daily. Except for this week, I'll be out. I'll probably do a show tomorrow. I won't do a show. I'll do a short show tomorrow. I'll do like a 1-hour show tomorrow or a 2-hour show tomorrow, and then I'm going to head to the airport. And then all the exclusives will be on my locals community. Go to hotepjesus.locals.com. Join my locals community. It's where you get to fraternize with me and everybody else in our Hotep Jesus community. And I'll be putting out a bunch of exclusives there. Of course, my clips go there before I publish them anywhere, so you guys get first dibs to my clips that you see on TikTok, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter sometimes, and YouTube Shorts. So you get access to all of those before anybody. Got some new ones going up. Behind the scenes, all my Hotep Con stuff is going to go there. What up, Brand Smith? Coming after my boy Trump again. We're going to have to talk about it. But before we slide in any news, we got to set my theme music for the day.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world. think. Wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in a new world with an old soul. These rich men know the rich men. Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Oh man. Oh man, I love a good country song. I ain't even gonna hold you. I love a good country song. Now, remember last week or early this week, and Abel, remember that we was playing the MAGA rappers? And we were talking about that one song. I forget who the cat was. But we were talking about the lyrics of the song, and I said the hook and the bridge were beautiful, but the verses seemed like they were trying to hit every single talking point and punchline and bar, and you know, it was just more like buzzwords. And I said I wanted the feeling. I didn't want the buzzwords. You know, restore the feeling of what it is to be, I don't know, an American, or to be angry at the left, angry at the system, whatever it was. I wanted the feeling. This guy right here is what I'm talking about. This was the feeling where he didn't need, you know, he didn't bring up trans folk. He didn't bring up the jab. He didn't try to hit every single buzzword. He just told you what was on his heart at that moment. And that just took the song to a whole new level. So that song's a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 every single time. I can't wait to play that in my headphones on the way to the airport and in the airport. I love music in the airport. You know, all this stuff's buzzing around, and then you got the headphones in. It's like you're in your own zone. You're bippity bopping and shit, you know, and you're just in a mood, you know. So yeah, really dope song. I really appreciate that tune. You prefer Try That in a Small Town over this whiny stuff? Yeah, I like Small Town. I like Try That in a Small Town. But this one's excellent as well. The vibe on this one. Cannon Hotep said Hotep in airport. Cannon, you ready? Cannon, when you getting on the plane? Cannon lands tomorrow. Cannon be at HotepCon. We still bumping the mid song. Put Bryson Gray back on. Come on, Straw Dad. You gonna show some respect to this good country music, man. All right, let's get into the grift. Let's see what the grifters are grifting. So yesterday I was looking for this tweet from Elijah Schaefer. Lo and behold, it was sitting right in the grift bag. I saw it today. And here he has a poll. It says, have black people been ? On Western society? And the answers are net positive and net negative. As you can see, I voted net positive. I think black people have been a net positive towards Western culture. I mean, strictly just through hip hop and entertainment alone. I don't know if you guys know this, but America's largest export is entertainment. And a lot of black people contribute to that, whether it's, songwriting or script writing. It's a lot of black people in those script rooms, For example, Britney Spears' first big hits were written by a black group. Damn, what's the name of that? Damn, I'm drawing a blank. What is the name of that group? Full. They from House Party. Oh man. Here we go. Full Force. I knew it was full something. Full Force. These guys right here. You see it right here. Let's put it up on the screen. And crazy that I'm doing this right now. Bit of a musical history lesson, I guess. So Full Force. I'll show you their picture in a second. Many of you will recognize it. But you can see here, production and songwriting includes Patti LaBelle. As you see, Britney Spears, James Brown, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Lil' Kim, Selena. Like all these guys had Roxanne was a record that they made. Where's the Britney Spears? LaToya Jackson. Where's the Britney Spears record? Which one was okay? Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 3LW. They were writing all these. Jasmine Guy. They wrote a hit for Jasmine Guy. James Brown, Samantha Fox. I forget what song it was from Britney Spears. But I'll show you their picture here. Let's go to images. And this is Full Force. You guys might recognize this image right here. These guys were writing white pop music, if you even want to call it white, but white pop music. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. These guys are in the songwriting room. These black guys right here. Now you can, judge that however you want. I'm sure you guys are like, wow, Britney Spears wasn't this, and NSYNC wasn't that, and Backstreet Boys. Well, end of the day, contributed to our economy. But anyway, that's besides the point of me bringing this tweet up. Obviously, I brought this tweet up because this is caught up in the great grifting. The great grifting, as you know, the portal opens up when you mix white and black together, especially. But anytime you have the race grift, somebody's going to tap into. Elijah Schaefer has tapped into the race grift here and, looking to infuriate some people. And I don't really know what the end game is there. But I did want to show that to you today because I couldn't find it yesterday and it was sitting right in the grift bag. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this tweet? Hinton said Full Force. Yep. What do you guys think about this tweet? Too much grifting? Not enough grifting? Let it slide? Tanah Ricks in the chat. Can't wait to see you, bro. HJ loving Hollywood all of a sudden. It's not really that. It's not, I don't love Hollywood. I love people. And people, there's some good people in these writing rooms. We had a gentleman call in yesterday and last week who's a writer for one of your favorite, right-wing personalities, or a couple of them, actually. He's a writer, and he watches this show. And I got love for the writers. They're just basically commissioned to write. Ms. Niger says Elijah was on the race grift all weekend trying to say whites ain't pedos. Oh, is that was he going back and forth with Oh, you landed 5 today, Cannon? All right, get it prepped up for us. Is that who was going back and forth with Bryson Gray? Okay. Cannon said he's in Atlanta. Black Americans have had a big influence on country music. Yeah, hell yeah. Huge influence on country music. Huge influence on country music. So anyway, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday I was trying to figure out, like, what is going on that people have to race grift. White people race grift. And I'm just... And then the votes. Look at the votes. Look at the poll result. 29,526 votes. 83.8% said black people on Western society have been a net negative. Let me ask my chat. Let's see what the YouTubers say. Because maybe I'm off. Maybe, black people have been a net negative. I don't fucking know. Let's see. So we're going to put this exact poll in here on YouTube. Rumble, you can't participate, but you can type in the chat, net negative or net positive, what you think black people have been on Western culture, Western society. So guess go ahead and add that poll, and let's see. We'll see how that poll turns out. Kay Green says she likes she likes Elijah Schaefer. Okay. It's what Sonny said. They constantly view us through the lens of progressive media. That's exactly it. JM said Hotep Jesus is a net positive. Thanks, bro. That's exactly it. They view black people through a progressive lens. That's exactly what it is. Because I'm like, yo, when y'all talk about black people, like, what black people are you talking about? Because the black people I know, we're going to get into that in a little bit in the Trump section of this stream. I'm going to get to that. What black people have been thinking or are thinking politically in America. We're going to get to that. All right, let's go back in the bag. Let's cover some other shit. I'm going to come back and see what that poll looks like in a little bit. Where are we? All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead. Let's go here. I want to just stop right here and give my controversial, unpopular opinion on this video. So Baby Storm says this racist Target employee called the police on us for dancing in Target. So we danced anyway. Now, I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch this whole thing with the music in bad quality. We can talk while I analyze this video. The only thing from this video that disturbed me, you'll see on your screen in just a few moments here, as security's trying to stop them from doing their flash mob performance. Boom, let's stop right here. You see this tall motherfucker right here in the middle with the tube top on? I think that's one of them T people.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
And this is the only thing that disturbed me about this video was this person here. Okay? This was a bit troublesome and triggering for me, right? But aside from that, I'm on these people's side. If you crash a Target has already proven that they cannot be trusted. So if you want to crash a Target, I'm with it. You want to do your flash mob, I'm with it. Now let's go real life scenario. Let's zoom all the way in, and I'm an employee of Target, specifically branch manager. Let's say I'm the branch manager of this branch, okay? And they come in and they do this. And my security stops them. I'm telling my security, get the fuck out the way. Let them do their TikTok dance and get it over with. And why am I saying this? Well, there's a potential that this video goes viral. It has, right? 52 million views. And I would like my store to have a positive PR look, right? I don't want my store to be known for kicking people out, you know, young girls having fun. You know, young ladies want to have fun. I'm not going to stop you from doing your little bit here or whatever it is you think. You got all dressed up and dolled up and shit. Do your little dance routine. Do it. Please do. And pump up my store numbers, because my salary is, or my bonus, I would assume, is going to be based upon sales. And if I get popularity, it's going to be good. Now, let's zoom back out. If we zoom back out, because Target had their pride section, you would expect them to be more tolerant of this type of behavior. Obviously, this stuff could be regional. So in this region, they'd be like, ain't no pride stuff going down in my Target. You know, it could be that type of situation. You dig me? So there's a huge missed opportunity for Target, the big corporation, to collab. You might fuck around and have these girls in a commercial. That's what I would do if I was Target. I'd call these girls up and run a Target commercial, right? So again, this is me, you know, bouncing from different positions in our society, removing my own preconceived notions and opinions and bigotry, and looking at things from all different angles. Okay. So as Target, this is a huge opportunity for some collaboration with the community. Okay. What's another angle I wanted to cover on this? So we covered the trans angle, covered the pride angle. Oh, the racist angle. Okay, so she did say this racist Target employee. Okay, and I gotta be consistent, as I always am. People have said there's no way you can call this racist, and I don't have enough evidence to say this is not racist. You know, how do I know that, you know, they don't have some proof of racism, right? Now, you know, if I were to speculate, obviously I don't think this was a racist act, and they're just probably throwing the word racist out there just to be throwing it out there. But my question is, why are people so triggered by that? Some little girls show up at Target, do they dancing thing, they get stopped, they call the guy racist, and everybody's like, oh my God, you used that word again. You used the word racist. We all have to react and help you go viral. 52 million views, when you could have just ignored these women, went about your day, and this video it probably barely cracks 1 million. And these are hate views that we've gotten. These are all hate views. I bet you 90% of these views are hate views because they use the term racist, which could have been part of a troll. Could have been, you know, I'm going to call it racist because I know it's going to get people to react type situation, whether right or left. Whether right or wrong. So I don't understand why everybody like, oh my God, that word racist. And then you got all the grifters in the chat. Let's look at them. Let's go down the list of the grifters here. Tommy Sotomayor. I can't even read that. I'll read it. Y'all notice it's always black women calling when they don't get their way. Racism or self-hate. These broke 304s couldn't afford a video location, so Target was supposed to allow it, or else. Shaking my head, black women are going to start a race war. And my thing is, like, why are we choosing Target over other individuals? Fuck Target. I thought that was where we was at. Fuck Target. I'm not defending Target. I'm not defending any of these huge corporations. The only thing I'll defend the huge corporations on is tax breaks. It's the only thing I'll defend them on, because I'm a consistent guy. And here comes Tristan Tate. If you can't afford a location to shoot your music video, don't make that somebody else's problem. He isn't racist. How do you know that? How do you know he isn't racist? We have yet to know if he is racist or not racist. Yet here's Tristan Tate getting his grift on with his little Rumble icon. I guess he's a Rumble partner or some shit like that. He's signed by Rumble. Getting his grift on. Getting his grift on. Like, of all the things that the people in the manosphere could comment on. Y'all choose to comment on a bunch of girls dancing in Target? That's gay.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
That's gay, Tristan Tate. That is really homo of you to take time out of your day to tweet about this nonsensical video. What are we doing? Y'all really that concerned with some girls fucking dancing in Target and using the word racist? Why are y'all so triggered? Here come the rest of them. Michaela Rose, I'm so sick of this. I can't do what I want because of racism mentality. Shut the F up already. 3,000 likes. Oh, white people love that. White people love to see black folks tell other black folks don't use the word racism. And I think there's a time and place for that. Uncle Hotep is one of those Negroes who probably is in the quote tweets condemning these women. Let's see if we can find him in here. I know he in here somewhere. Where he at? Where he at? I know Unc in here. Look at all these. Oh, Bryson's in here. He's racist because he didn't want a group of weird looking women doing a group dance in the middle of the store. Why are so many women narcissists? Bryson had to come get some. Then we got the fact checkers. Target has a clear policy prohibiting this kind of behavior. It's not right to assume that a Target employee is racist because they are following the store's policy. Yeah. We got, Strong Dad in here. I'll said it once, I'll say it again. Throw this generation in the trash can. They're useless. Strong Dad is couldn't help but to Griff. Strong Dad, we see you. Yo, what's going on, man? Why y'all needed to comment on this? There was no reason to comment on this except for pure grift purposes only. Why? Y'all just got to comment on everything that come on the timeline that goes semi-viral? Meanwhile, she trolled y'all into going viral. She about to get the Target bag. Here go Naeem. This ain't racism. This is stop this stupid ish in our store. Now, I won't say that's not wrong. All I'm saying is if I was branch manager, I'm definitely breaking company policy and letting y'all rock out. That's just me. That's just me. You know, I think it's harmless. And there weren't even a lot of them. It was like 12 of these women. Where's Uncle Hotep? Uncle Hotep, I know he in here somewhere. I know Uncle Hotep in here somewhere. Did I pass him? I wish I could search the quotes. Can you search quotes? Oh, let me see. If I can't search quotes and Unc dodged the bullet. We already got Strong Dad. We caught Strong Dad already, so I'm already happy we caught y'all grifters. All right, I couldn't find Uncle Hotep. Lucky. Lucky. Let's do one more search for Uncle Hotep, just so I can be a little bit pedantic. No, I want to search just Uncle Hotep. Uncle Hotep. All right, there we go. Here's a search for Uncle Hotep. Let's see if it popped up. Uncle Hotep been busy. Them Elon Bucks came out. Unc got that EBS, Elon Buck syndrome. You know, he commented on them looters. Yo, if y'all didn't get the extra episode of Hotep's Been Told You, it dropped last night. Patreon.com/Hotep's Been Told You. For all of our VIP content. Last night's episode was crazy. It was fire. We argued a lot. You guys will probably enjoy it. Damn, we got to let Unc off the hook. Fact. Let me check on the chatters. Let's see what the chatters are saying. I know y'all probably like, Hotep, you're bugging. We all speaking and grifting on it. Even HJ. Look, at least I come here and grift here. If I'm gonna talk about it, you know, I'm analyzing the grifters. So I'm grifting the grifters. I'm not even grifting the girls. I'm grifting the grifters. Because this is the Grift Report.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody said they think they remaking a Thriller video. What up, Robert? Question mark. Sauce to Profit. What up, bro? Hotep's been told you a net positive for sure. Salute. Salute. So far, the chat says 78% net positive. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Unc probably didn't care. I know I saw Unc trying to get your grift up, strong dad. Y'all be on Unc ass about them kettlebells. Pause. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said Uncle Hotep in the back of the dance line swinging his kettlebell. Come on, Tachi. Yeah, I don't think this is racism, HJ. I think it's all stupid and distraction from real issues. America has been destroyed by bad food, bad education. Come on, Rudy. You're a little too serious, man. Gotta lighten up. Some $15 an hour security guard is told by his boss to stop this flash mob. Yeah, that's some BS, man. Let those girls rock out. I'd let them rock out. You know, if they started causing ruckus, then, you know, maybe. But I'd act like I ain't seen nothing. Let them finish their little video and then bounce. You know? You know? Anyway, let's go back. What else is in the bag? All right, Grift bag today. Why women cheat? Let's go to that. Let's go to this. Why women cheat. We got Bulldog Mindset. Let's see what Bulldog Mindset has to say about this.
I'm going to tell you the real reason why women cheat. It's not what a lot of guys say on the internet. It's not because of hypergamy or that Chad over there or anything like that. I know that a lot of people want you to believe it's that. Trust me, it is not that at all. In fact, most of the time, women are not going to cheat on the man as long as their emotional needs are being met. And I know that there's a lot of guys that are going to say that's bullcrap, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. You want to know why 70% of divorces are initiated by women? The reason why is because their emotional needs aren't being met. They don't feel love. And the reason why this is true, even though you've tried to love them, is you don't know how to do it. And this is not your fault.
That's true.
Not something you've been taught. If you want to learn how to do that, I would suggest following my account. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos on this topic because it's a very important one.
I can't wait to hear what he's got to say about this. But what I'll add is everybody has a love language. Do they have any visuals for this? Let's see if we have any visuals for love language and the love languages. Let's type in love languages. Let's see what comes up. Okay, here we go. The 5 love languages, okay? Let's see what we got here. All right, 5 love languages. We got acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, and receiving gifts. This is from Simply Psychology. And I think that probably sums up most of. I think all the nuanced pieces of how a woman wants to be loved can be summed up under, you know, some of those categories. But, you know, that's the key to a relationship is communicating with your partner and asking them, hey, which one of these are your love language? I think the problem is, you know, especially men, right? Men believe that giving a woman gifts, buying her things, is going to be the thing that's her love language. But not all women resonate with that. To some women, that stuff doesn't mean a damn thing unless there's some extreme thought behind it, you know, and it comes almost like an act of service or words of affirmation, right? And some women, you know, receiving gifts, it is their love language. But for some women, it's not. And men assume that all women have the love language of receiving gifts. And it's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. So sit down with your woman or soon-to-be woman or would-be woman or however you guys are doing this thing during the vetting process and ask her, which of these is your love language? And then she'll point to it. And then you'll know how to love your woman. Okay? Because every woman wants to be loved differently. And that's what I wanted to add to Bulldog Mindset. He said he's going to show you how to do that. And I'm not doubting his ability to do that. Like I said, I'm very intrigued to find out what he uncovers. But I do know that everybody has a love language, and we have to take some time to discover that. And then tell your lady what, fellas, tell her what your love language is. Is it head rubs? Is it sandwiches? Is it washing the dishes? Is it, cleaning the house? Like, what is your love language? Some men need physical touch. Some need words of affirmation, whatever it may be. I'll be honest with you, man. All 5 of those is my love language.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I need all of that. Which one? What would be my main one? I would say my main one would probably be acts of service. Watching a woman clean the dishes and cook is just gonna turn me on. Bringing me my food, yeah. That's that right there gonna make me love you forever. With a little bit of. I think my number 2 would probably be physical touch and words of affirmation third. Quality time and receiving gifts, I like a little bit of quality time. I like receiving gifts, but that really isn't, should I tell a dating story? I don't know if I should tell a dating story right now. Rudy cussed me out yesterday for telling dating stories. Treating someone how they want, the way you want to be treated versus the way they want to be treated. This is remedial stuff. Correct. Hotep Goldstein said, my love language is let me watch my show in peace, please. We know Goldstein. Goldstein got a heart of coal. My love language is weenie touches and silence. Come on, bro. This is a family show sometimes. If your girl stops feeling like you think she is special, she will seek it elsewhere. Women are very emotional creatures. That's true. Both Karmic Energy said both men and women cheat. If no one cheated, then it would disappear. Just a love you're with, being faithful brings strength. Yeah. But we ain't need the all lives matter response. We talk about women cheating right now. We ain't talking about men cheating. We talking about women cheating. Don't be trying to distract. Women cheat a lot. More than men. Let's just be honest. What up, Metastep? We exactly alike on that? Yeah, for real, Carlos. That's where I'm at with it, man. Making you a thick sandwich? Yeah. What up, Renee? Renee gonna be at HotepCon. He said Bulldog mindset changed up once he got a girlfriend. Good for him. Man, Bulldog mindset is in love. He in love. I seen him, he making the videos with his new girl. But the thing is, she's also a relationship grifter. So he's in a relationship with a relationship grifter. So, she's definitely been softening his ass up. And she been in the videos. He making couple videos. Hey, don't say nothing when I pull up. Start making couples videos and shit. And acting all soft. I don't want y'all to be judging me and shit. All conservatives do is stream and post about it. We doing. Waiting for Superman Trump to save us. Hey, man, Trump better save us. Kevin Lucas says, how many times a day on average do we think HJ says grift? How many times? Type your number in the chat. How many times a day do you think I say grift? Probably a lot, right? I let my girl know she's special, but not that special. Oh, man. You better make sure she know. If you wear a cologne you hate because she like it, and she wear perfume she hates because you like it, you're well on the way. Retro Neon says, I say the word grift 9,852 times in a day. Real Kamara says 35. Tasha says 45. Brand Smith says 93. We're going to open up the phone lines in a bit. Text Hotep in your name at 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Jerry Henderson says 420 times. Metastep says 204. Renee says 137. Come on, man. DMW Shot says at least 100. Cut me some slack. Let's go back in the bag. Let's go back in the bag. All right, where we at? So yeah, fellas, make sure your woman don't cheat. Love her good. We got some Robert Shlami in the bag. Let's go right here. Let's see what Robert got. I think I'm going to disagree with him here. 6 minutes. Oh, God. I'm probably not going to play all of this. Let's just see what Robert's talking about. Let's see.
So in a nutshell, here's what I'm going to do as president. I will shut down the U.S. Department of Education. I will use that $80 billion and put it in the hands of parents across this country to send their kids to the best possible K.
All right, that's a bad idea. He already started off. Bad. He started off bad. Can anybody point to the huge contradiction that Vivek has just made? You know what that sounds like? Let's rewind that really fast. You know what this sounds like? Anybody know what this sounds like? It's a word that starts with the letter R.
The U.S. Department of Education. I will use that $80 billion and put it in the hands of parents across this country.
What does that sound like to y'all? Sounds like reparations to me.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
He's pandering.
To send their kids to the best possible K through 12 schools that they can. I'll go further and make sure that.
All right, so let's assume this doesn't come in the form of cash. This comes in the form of a voucher. It goes out to parents, and then you get to put your kids into a school. So the best school is going to have the highest enrollment. Oh, that's going to. All right, so check this out. The best school is going to have the highest enrollment, and then what's going to have to happen is now you're going to have some discrimination. Right. And not, lefty discrimination where it's like, you're discriminating based upon, some arbitrary factors. No, discrimination as in how smart your child is, how informed your child is, how well behaved your child is, the extracurricular activities. Is your child going viral on TikTok? There's going to be many factors that go into how they discriminate, because once the enrollment goes up, they're going to have to say, well, not all of y'all can come here. So that's one thing. The school is now going to have to discriminate. And that's going to lead to a whole nother slew of problems that I don't even want to start to think about. You guys can speculate on that. So then it comes down to, well, the other schools. Same thing. Before you know it, you're going to find that the money might not be going to the best schools. It might be going to the worst of schools. It's going to get real messy, this concept here.
We do this on terms that require localities to eliminate teachers' unions so that public.
That's a talking point. We know we want to eliminate teachers' unions, but that's a talking point because this stuff seems to be all over the place so far.
Schools can actually go once again compete with private schools and charter schools. If you're going to teach it in the classroom, you better put it online. If you don't want to put it online, you probably shouldn't be teaching it in the classroom, and revive civic education in this country. That puts students in a better position when they then graduate from 12th grade to make that best choice for themselves. And for those who do choose four-year college education, it is a fact that costs have skyrocketed and ballooned out of control. It is inexcusable.
All right, so he said the cost of school has ballooned. So guess how else these schools are going to discriminate? After the government gives people money to go to school, guess what's going to happen to the price of the school? It's going to go up.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
It's going to go up, Vivek. You're complaining about school prices, yet your solution is also going to balloon the price of schools, because we talked about that. We said discrimination. They're going to say, well, since all of this free capital is now available, we were once charging $30,000 to go to this school per year, or $20,000 or $12,000. Now we're going to raise the fee $10,000.
It is in direct correlation to hiring people in the managerial class, not even professors, associate deans of diversity or God knows what. In the Michigan system, 10 times proliferation of that cancer compared to either professors or students. That is wrong. And the way we actually cut cost is to first cut the bureaucracy, both in the federal government and even in those public universities that have hired the bureaucratic rot as well. So there's a lot more to say. It's a great question, but that at least gives you a taste of how I'll turn education back to being about the achievement of students rather than about employment opportunities for members of the bureaucratic class.
Doesn't these plans, of which you have a lot, by executive fiat, just make you another one of these presidential candidates who wants to do things by executive order?
It's a good question, but I think that there's a fundamental difference between a chief executive who wants to reduce regulations set forth by the executive branch, reduce managerial cancer in the executive bureaucracy, versus those who wish to create something they were never authorized to actually create. Very big difference. And so my view is that Article 2 of the Constitution says there is one chief executive of the executive branch. I know this as an outsider. I'm not a politician. I think that's actually an asset in this race and in leading this country. I know that if somebody works for you and you can't fire them, that means they don't work for you. It means you work for them because you're responsible for what they do without having any authority to actually change it. And I refuse to be that puppet sitting in the White House. So Leland, I will say this, I don't like to boast, but this is just a fact. I think I have the single greatest understanding of how to actually shut down the administrative bureaucratic deep state on legal grounds. I'll give you one example. What stopped Trump from doing it, for example, was they said there are civil service protections that stop you from firing people, for example, at the Department of Education. Well, read the law. Turns out that only applies to individual firings. It does not apply to mass layoffs. Mass layoffs are absolutely what I am bringing to.
Y'all hear this guy? Do y'all hear this guy? Do y'all hear this? He wants to bring mass layoffs
to the DC bureaucracy. Will I be sued over it? Yes, I will. That means we go.
That's a bad idea. I know we hate the bureaucracy, but we don't need mass layoffs. No, I wouldn't lay anybody off. I wouldn't lay a single person off. Well, maybe there might be a couple of single people, but you know, I guess that's illegal. But I would not have mass firings. No, no. You know, you don't destroy a ship. You just steer it better. These people just need to be steered towards a better direction. Why would I get rid of employees when I can just give them new marching orders? Here are your new marching orders. Here is how we are going to operate going forward. If you do not like this, then you can quit. You can quit and lose your unemployment benefits, your access to unemployment, because you quit. But this is how the ship is going to be sailing from now on, going forward. It's a bad idea. Mass layoffs? What? Why would you do that? That's like, do you know the economic ramifications of that?
Go to the Supreme Court, which I've studied. We win 6-3 in the current Supreme Court, and that's how we drive real change, because now it's in judicial precedent, and the next president who comes after me won't have his hands tied in the same way. And so that's how I intend to do this, grounded in principle, grounded in the law, and actually deliver for the people of this country.
All right, so let's assume for a moment that you can indeed do that. And I think reasonable people could agree that there's some questions, and there's legal scholars on the other side of this, and that'll be debated by the Supreme Court. What if Joe Biden decided to do exactly the same thing with ICE? Would you be okay with that?
If Joe Biden wanted to shut down agencies in the federal government and had a constitutional basis for doing it as I do, for example, the Presidential Reorganization Act of 1977 says the president can shut down an agency if it stimulates the economy or if it eliminates redundancies in the federal government. That's the one I'll use to shut down the FBI, by the way. I would absolutely support his decision.
Now this nigga talking about he gonna shut down the FBI. Y'all know damn well he ain't shutting down no FBI.
He says it's going to use your first one, that it's going to help the economy. He says we need more immigrants, not less, because we need more workers, not less. I'm going to shut down ICE.
Well, we have to still enforce the laws of this country. That's the difference.
Well, but the Department of Education is also a law. Funding it is also a law by Congress. I'm just trying to figure out where you're cherry picking which agencies are able to be shut down and which aren't.
Reducing bureaucracy is the top of the agenda. And so if you're generally reducing bureaucracy, I stand on the side of doing it. And ICE is a perfect example. ICE isn't doing their job. We have 10 to 14,000 illegal migrants illegally crossing the southern border daily. That is the Swiss cheese of a southern border where fentanyl is flowing across this border.
Swiss cheese, fentanyl. He knows his buzzwords, man. What is he like? Study these on cue cards before he goes to sleep?
One-way opium war that we fail to recognize that we're in. Human trafficking, child trafficking. Why? Because you have a bunch of bureaucrats who we never elected. And this is the big joke of our system. People in the Republican Party want me to criticize Joe Biden. I find that boring. Why would I criticize Biden when he's not even the person running the country? The people who...
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. That's the best point I ever heard him make. That's the best point I ever heard him make. Everybody's attacking Biden. I'm like, yo, Biden ain't running the country, bro.
We elect to run the government.
Like with the whole Maui shit, they were like, oh, Biden hasn't made a statement. I'm like, what you want? Them to fucking hit ChatGPT and have him go up there and read it? That's going to make you feel better? Y'all know Biden is not equipped.
Government are not the ones who actually run the government. And you know what? I would rather have a Democrat president who I disagreed with. Still, if he was the duly elected president, at least be the one who actually wielded the executive power of this country rather than to actually be a puppet wielding the executive power of the administrative state, which is exactly how it works today. And this is what I tell the rest of the Republican Party. Stop talking about Biden and Harris. Start talking about our own vision, what we stand for. 2022 wasn't a red wave. It was a red trickle at best. Because you can criticize the radical Biden agenda all you want. If you lack a vision of your own, we're going to lose again. But if you want to win in a landslide,
that's a good point. You got to have your own vision.
As I believe I will as the nominee, we will explain to the people of this country why reducing the federal employee headcount, the size of the federal government, by 75% will stimulate the economy. It'll restore a three-branch constitutional republic, and it will revive the essence of our national soul. Do that. We'll
revive the essence of our national soul. Yeah, he's well fucking trained. They train this motherfucker real good. Fucking Robert Schlamy. The fuck going on? A Biden bot run by ChatGPT would be wild as fuck. Yeah, it would. He's literally running as a technocrat. Yeah, yeah. Jay says, yes, he does study him. I know he is. He said, before all that firing, how about an actual audit? True. That's a good point. That's a good point. Steps are being skipped. If he was saying this about the IRS, we wouldn't have a problem. Now, let me think about this. Let me think about this. If somebody became president and said, I'm going to shut down the IRS and did it, you damn right I wouldn't have a problem.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
I definitely would not have a problem with that. Them motherfuckers could go, hey man, that's a mass layoff. I'm definitely willing. But we're gonna give them new jobs. We're gonna give them new jobs. They ain't gonna be taking their money no more. We're gonna give them new jobs. We're gonna give them retraining. I'm not laying off nobody. We're just gonna give them new purposes. I don't believe in layoffs. I believe in retraining. But IRS I could definitely see that go. But again, like that's a pipe dream, right? Like he's talking about shutting down the FBI. He ain't say shut down the Federal Reserve. He ain't say shut down the IRS. He know better. He know what he can get away with and what he can't get away with saying. He ain't said nothing about that CBDC. Has he even talked about has he even tweeted about the CBDC? Let's see. Let's see if he's tweeted about, and I'd like to see what he said about it. So we're gonna go CBDC from this guy. Let's see. Okay. The new rule in the ESG and CBDC era. The more boring the acronym sounds, the more you need to pay attention. They're trying to put you to sleep for a reason, okay? I'd love nothing more than for everyone in the field to jump on the CBD issue with me. Glad they're following my critiques of wokeism, but now it's time to wake up It's how the financial system is abused to propagate that religion. Then we need to deliver solutions. I don't hear much action in these words. Let's listen to this video. Let's see if there's anything to chew on in this video.
So central bank digital currencies, I think, are a mechanism for enforcing a social credit system.
A mechanism for enforcing a social credit system. You know, I'm going to let him finish after I'm done talking. It's a mechanism for enforcing a social credit system. That is like on the list of dangerous things with the CBDC. That's like number 8. Okay, that's number 8. There's a long list of there's a list of things that are way more dangerous with the CBDC. Okay, number 1 or top 3 would be obliteration of the Fourth Amendment. Obliteration of the Fourth Amendment will be obliteration of the Constitution. It is unconstitutional. The CBDC is really what you say is the CBDC is unconstitutional. Because you're going to look at your bank records. You're going to be having access to your bank records. It's spying. Let's see if he mentions spying or the Fourth Amendment.
So China actually pioneered it. What they're saying is that they want to be able to effectively turn the dollars into digital tokens managed by the government. But then they can make them disappear if you say something they don't like or do something they don't like.
See, the tokens disappearing and the fines, that's downstream from all the other shit that they're trying to accomplish with this. So another thing that they're trying to do at the high level of the CBDC is lock down their citizens. And I spoke about this the other day when we were talking about colonization on the African continent. And BRICS is forming up, and the United States and the West is forming up. And really, I'm trying to figure out an analogy, a way to explain this. The only way I can really explain this is going back into some of my old studies about your straw man and the birth certificate. For some of you guys, you might have to listen to who's that lecture? The guy that does the straw man lectures on YouTube. Let me try and find it. Straw man. Birth certificate. All right, birth. Where is he? You might not be able to find it no more. I might have to go to BitChute. Let me go to BitChute because YouTube doesn't want to cooperate. Let's go straw man birth certificates. And I know somebody in the chat probably already said his name. Let me see. I want to say Manly P. Hall, but Manly P. Hall that's not the one I'm thinking of. Chat, you guys know who I'm talking about? The dude that talks about maritime admiralty law. Let's see. Here he is. Found him. This guy right here. What's this guy's name? Anybody know this guy's name right here?
Understanding words is what you really need to start doing. You need to start doing your homework and understanding words. If you put an S in front of words, it becomes swords. And that's what words are.
Who knows this guy's name? Jordan Maxwell. Thank you.
Great trouble.
Jordan Maxwell. Okay. So Jordan Maxwell, you have to go look up Jordan Maxwell. Let me see if I can find some on YouTube as well, because that's not the lecture. That lecture is good too. And you saw it popped up right there when I typed his name, Maritime Admiralty Law, because that's what he talks about. So it's this lecture, and there's another interview or something like that. But you can watch this one. This one's an hour. Okay, yeah, this is a good hour. And then I think there's another like podcast or radio interview or something. But Jordan Maxwell videos, okay. There's a channel actually dedicated. So if you guys never did your Jordan Maxwell studies, hit one. Matter of fact, let's do a poll. This is important. Net positive, 74% black people for Western culture. Let's do another poll. For the rest of you guys on Rumble, you can tell me yes or no. Have you studied Jordan Maxwell? All right. And let's ask my YouTube community if they're familiar with, Postmaster General. Right. He talks about that situation. Yeah. Okay. So far, all right. So the chat is voting. We got 50. So it's like 50-50. Okay. We're like 50-50. Okay. So that's your homework. Jordan Maxwell videos. Go down this rabbit hole. Start with that lecture I showed you, Maritime Admiralty Law, and go down a rabbit hole. Spend like a week on this guy, however long it takes to go through all of his stuff. I'm not saying take it for, don't take his word as gold. Use it as a place for you to launch pad your studies. But in order to understand the CBDC, you got to study the subject matter that Jordan Maxwell discusses. And in fact, the IRS plays into this as well. Because with CBDC, you will not file an income tax report, or you will not need to, or they might still play that game. But if you get subpoenaed, they're just going to look at the blockchain or however they're using this technology and say, yo, we already took your taxes out. Meta said he's going to tag me in a Twitter post. All right, no doubt. Right? So what this is about is tagging your cattle, right? It is a good way for me to talk about this. Oh, let's go back to Jordan Maxwell. So Jordan Maxwell is talking about the United States has these bonds that are issued in your name, right? And allegedly, right? And your birth certificate is worth X amount of dollars, $100,000. I don't know what it is, but your birth certificate is actually, so they say, traded on the stock market, right? And that way, the United States corporation has ownership of their stock, their cattle, their sheep, their herd. So they technically have ownership over you based upon the bond that they take out in your name, or at the time of your straw man creation with your birth certificate. Okay. And some people say you can turn your birth certificate in and get money. I don't know. I didn't go that deep down the rabbit hole. Right. So basically what happens is with the CBDC, the BRICS and the Western world are bifurcating the planet and saying, this is your stock and this is my stock, and we can track our stock using the currency. And it's easier to do it with the CBDC because of its digital tokenization. And because I'm not a tech geek, I can't really dive into the details of that. Maybe I'll bring Jag on and we can talk about that, the implications of that. But at the highest level, it's about taking account of their stock. The social credit system is way downstream. That's not. They're not. The social credit system is the result of everything that they're able to do because of the power that the CBD gives them. Let's see if he gets into some of that stuff.
The argument you hear in the U.S. is, oh, we have to innovate. China's doing it, so we have to keep up with the Jinpings.
And China's doing it. Yes, they have a CBDC because they're locking down their citizens.
Well, I don't think it works that way. In fact, we should ask ourselves why China wants to do it and understand that that's exactly why we shouldn't. And so the argument that you'll sometimes hear is that the dollar will then be weaker if we don't compete with the yuan. I disagree. I think the dollar will be stronger if we know that the government can't actually confiscate your money through some digital mean.
That's not true. The strongest the dollar will ever be, aside from the gold standard, prior to the Bretton Woods Agreement, is going to be under the CBDC. The CBDC is going to be able to eliminate at least some level of inflation, according to Cyprian, because of their ability to just burn money from the books because it's a CBDC. They want to call a loan in, they'll just burn it, right? So, no, I don't know if I agree with him on that.
But it's just a symptom, an example of embracing some sort of technocratic new shiny toy that's really just a vehicle for more power, dominion, control, and punishment.
Yes.
And then once we're trapped, it's a one-way ratchet. You really can't go back.
Correct.
I think it's part of why we live in a moment where you need to have leaders who first personally understand.
I think sometimes they just know that the right wing loves their buzzword, so they go social credit score because that's what everybody's afraid of. So they go social credit score. And if you say, hey, obliteration of the Fourth Amendment, they're like, huh? You know? And I always bring up United States versus Miller as a prime example of that.
And those issues for themselves, not because somebody gave them talking points 15 minutes before they walked in here, see the letters CBDC next to each other for the first time and recite the 2 lines you're supposed to say. You need people with a deep understanding of these issues in the White House, because a big part of the managerial class, the permanent state that lives there, otherwise will serve up a justification and explanation to the person who's in that seat that unknowingly adopts the agendas that actually threaten liberty in this country.
So, all right, he's touching on it. Not like I'd like him to. Pause. Damn, that was egregious. Super pause. Let's talk about my boy Trump. I got a couple of links to open up here, so let me hit that one. Let's open this one up. And then let's open this one up. All right, let's go. Could have sworn I had another one. All right, so we got that one. We got this one. Why don't we have... I thought I saved another one. That's fine. Let's start here. We'll if we need to, we'll pull another video in. But let's go to official message from DJ T himself.
It is now 100% proven that the Biden crime family received more than $20 million from foreign countries while Crooked Joe was vice president, and probably a lot more than that. That's just the money they found. Not one of Joe Biden's defenders has even attempted to explain what Joe and his family did, including his children and his grandchildren. What were they doing getting all of this money? I believe we have a compromised president. He was bribed, and now he's being blackmailed. He's a Manchurian candidate. That's why Crooked Joe is letting other countries walk all over the United States. He's afraid to bring it up. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's petrified of China because they know exactly how much money has been given to him, and they know exactly where it is. China has paid him a fortune. Just think of what China has gotten for all that money. Biden shut down my administration's initiative targeting Chinese spies in the United States. He shut it down cold. He let China off the hook for COVID. He shut down the investigation into the origins of the China virus. He did nothing as China began setting up bases in Cuba, taking over South America, and threatening Taiwan. They even took over the Panama Canal. We spent a fortune building it. Jimmy Carter's administration sold it for $1. We lost 36,000 people building the Panama Canal. The mosquitoes got them, malaria. The mosquitoes got them. And now China controls it. Russia and China are even doing military exercises near the Aleutian Islands, right off the coast of Alaska. And Biden sits back on his hands. He does nothing. This never would have happened if I was president. If they even thought about it, I would have shut it down instantly. There's no way they would have done any of this kind of thing, including Russia invading Ukraine would have never happened, and China wouldn't even be thinking about Taiwan right now. Crooked Joe's corruption is a glaring threat to national security. Between the millions and millions of...
You see, Tanai Ricks over on the other chat, he said, hold on now, Department of Education be funding research grants. I need that.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go destroying shit because you don't know how many people that affected. And if Tanai Ricks can't get access to research grants, he can't get access to that guacamole. You know, one of the people that came on my channel and exposed the PCR test and other COVID responses, you need access to that. You need access to that money. You can't just burn it down. You can't do that.
Dollars he's gotten from China and the millions of dollars from Ukraine. Joe Biden's greed and criminality is going to get us into World War III. We're going to be in World War III with this guy. Grossly incompetent man. Now the corrupt Biden DOJ is continuing the cover-up with the appointment of a special counsel to block further investigation. It's the very same U.S. attorney who cut Hunter Biden the scandalous plea deal that was such a scam it didn't survive the barest scrutiny in court. It was done under what's called blue slip. It wasn't picked in that position by President Trump. It was picked by the Democrat senators in the state. It's called a blue slip. You'll check it out. But they picked him. I didn't pick him. This is corruption like our country has never seen before. That is why as soon as I am reelected, I will appoint a real special counsel, or maybe you'll call it a special prosecutor, whatever you want to call it, you can, to look at all of these bribes, kickbacks, and other crimes, as well as the shameless attempt at a cover-up. Justice will be done. The Biden crime family will be looked at. We have to get there first. We have to win the election. They're trying to step in my way at every path because the one person they don't want to run is Donald Trump. But when we get there, the Biden crime family will pay a price like other people are being forced to pay. And that price will be very, very substantial. It'll be fair. But you know what? If they're guilty, they're going to be guilty. What they are doing to justice in this country has never even been thought of before. Thank you very much.
All right, so our president, Donald J. Trump, then he dropped this on TruthSocial. He says a large complex, this is in regards to the situation that happened down in Georgia in their elections. A large, complex, detailed, but irrefutable report on the presidential election fraud which took place in Georgia is almost complete and will be presented by me at a major news conference at 11 a.m. on Monday of next week in Bedminster, New Jersey. Based on the results of this conclusive report, all charges should be dropped against me and others. There will be a complete exoneration. They never went for those that rigged that election. They only went after those that fought to find the riggers. Trump introduces such great vocabulary into our spheres of influence. So, speaking of all that, Dom Lucre posted this clip from an interview with,
but I met him 2 times.
With YG. And YG's marketing is really interesting, actually. But anyway, let's listen to what YG says.
Yeah, but I met him 2 times. Yeah, do black people fuck with him more? It seems like, to me, it seemed like more black guys would mess with Trump because he seems more like connected to the culture a little bit.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The black community was not fucking with Trump, you know what I'm saying? But when that PPP shit and all that shit came out, black people forgave him.
Because he helped out?
Yeah. I'm speaking on the motherfuckers in the hood and shit in the streets. I'm speaking on they behalf. You feel me? Let them tell it. You feel me? This is what they say.
Yeah.
Shit. Biden ain't did nothing for us. That nigga Trump passing out money. We fuck with Trump. I'm like, damn, so y'all back with Trump just like that, huh? niggas like, hell yeah, nigga passing out money.
You heard that? Y'all heard that clear? The streets have chosen Trump. Now, YG is very well connected to the black culture on the ground in California, LA, etc., etc. Maybe some of that is gang culture. I'm not sure. And gang culture isn't always bad culture. There's some good gangs out there and there's some bad gangs. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. You hear what he said. Now, this is something that I've had callers call in and tell us. The black community is fucking with Trump on the streets, in the streets. Niggas like, yo, Trump was giving out money. That's what the homies is telling me. The hood. This is what the neighborhood is telling me. The hood. They're telling me, and then they told YG, Biden ain't never did nothing for us. Biden ain't never did nothing for us. Trump was passing out money. Now, remember, I told you, black people are capitalists. Black people don't want to hear nothing about this communist stuff. They are about their money. And black men are somewhat, like myself, single issue voters or single issue non-voters. What you going to do for my bank account is going to tell me everything I need to know about you as a president. If you can't fix my bank account, then what can you do for me? You can't. There's nothing you can do for me. So we have that. Let's put that aside. Black men are capitalists. Then you have the narrative that's pushed by right-wing media, right? And right-wing media wants to spend a whole lot of time vilifying black folks, trolling black folks. We saw the poll earlier with Elijah Schaefer, and he's like, we're black people, net negative, net positive. Now look, hopefully black people don't see the right and don't see their tweets, because I know a lot of black people are on Instagram and are on Facebook and aren't on Twitter, but you don't want that stuff to get to people who are already looking your way, because they might not go and vote for Democrats, but they might not go vote at all and go, you know what? I like Trump. I can't fuck with Biden, but I can't fuck with these Republicans because look at the shit they saying online. I don't want to be aligned with that. I don't want to be aligned with racism, right? For what? Just so you can get some laughs and giggles online? Like, our behavior can severely impact the future of this country. And it seems like nobody cares about the future of this country. All they care about is themselves, and I get that. It's the grifter's way to care about self and nobody else. But we just showed you the hood ready to back Trump. The hood's ready to back Trump. The hood is ready to back Trump, y'all. Black men. But the right, as Sonny Johnson says, only sees black people through the lens of the progressive. So it's basically progressivism all around. They're looking at black people through the lens of progressivism and not through the lens of reality, not seeing black people for what they are. And now you get these pieces of insight straight from the hood that say, yo, Trump was giving money out, PPP loans, stimulus checks, all of that. We fuck with Trump. Which tells you how easy it is to get the black male vote. Cut a couple of checks and they right there, So let this be a lesson, y'all. Don't run around talking about black people who hate Trump, not voting for Trump, because there's too many videos coming out now. I know Savannah Hernandez has a bunch of videos on the street, and other street journalists have a bunch of videos where they ask black people on the street, yo, Trump or Biden? And niggas like, bruh, we fuck with Trump. Bring Trump back. Trump had my pockets right. Tons of videos. Tons of videos. Matter of fact, I might. Let me see if I could find one. I might be able to find one really fast on Sav's account. Let me see if I can find one really fast. Okay, so her education videos, trolling. What's that? I know I saw it on her Instagram. I'm looking at her Twitter now. I'm sure it would be there if it's there. If I can't find it real fast, then I'll move on. No. And it might not be Sav. I know Sav has one, but I saw one recently. It might not have been him. It might have been who the heavyset dude that not the quarterin, the other heavyset dude. Fleckus, I think his name is Fleckus. Fleckus has some of those videos as well. Well, I don't like all the Fleckus stuff. Okay, I'm not going to find it. It's all good. Anyway, we're going to open up phone lines. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. Text HOTEP in your name to get in line for the phone calls. Let's talk about what's going on in our country. What's going on in this broadcast. Some of the things we touched on. Give me a second to bring this up. Okay, Kev, I see you. Text Hotep in your name to get in on the phone calls. Let's close that. All right, hopefully the phone lines are working. All right, I'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Two, one, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
All right, we back. Rudy, go ahead. Rudy, call in. We gonna go Rudy. Rudy, Kev, and then Goldstein. Rudy, Kev, and then Goldstein. Rudy, Kev, and then Goldstein. If you want to get on the phone lines, text Hotep and then your name to 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. In the meantime, I might try and find that video of because it's definitely not popping up on Sav shit. It's not popping up on her
Call from
Rudy the Vet.
Rudy!
What up, brother?
What up, man? How you?
Going on?
Life is good,
I'm
man. What's
holding
going
on,
on?
bro. I'm holding on, man. Look, man, great show as always, brother. Great
Thank
show
you,
as
thank
always.
you.
What I'm saying is, I'm in a little disagreement, man. We got to downsize that federal workforce, man. Like you said, man, maybe give it new marching orders. Maybe these Republicans can grow some fucking nuts and move the FBI headquarters to a new state, just kind of like they moved the Bureau of Land Management out of D.C., like 2,000 Department of Education workers in Washington, D.C. Why not move that to another state, man? How about we decentralize some of that power, man? Because I was watching this, man, I'm going to find that video. I'm going to send it to you about a car dealer in D.C. who talked about how he always used to work off of credit till sometime around the mid-'80s, man, and then everything's cash, man. He's selling high-end cars in D.C., dude, and you see, man, how they're robbing us, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. But,
yeah.
Man, fuck the race grift. 2023 and you're a racist, man. You ain't shit, man. You ain't shit, dude. If it's 2023 and you judge a man on the color of his skin, you're a dumb motherfucker, man.
Oh, absolutely.
And that Elijah Schaefer, you know, when I used to fuck with him a little bit when he was with the Blaze and he was doing this, like when he was out there at the Rittenhouse shit and he's in the street, but ever since he went into the studio, he showed his true colors, man. Dude ain't nothing but a fucking racist, man. He's an angry-ass white dude mad at the fucking world, man. You know, I got no patience for people like that, man. No patience, man. On either side, man. I hate a racist white guy. I hate a racist, man. Don't judge me by it. You get to fucking know me, man. I don't judge nobody till I get to fucking know them, dude. And if you do in 2023, you're just fucking stupid. That's about it, brother. That's all I got today, man. I'm glad you ain't talking about you and Strong Dad talking about all your dates and love shit today, man. Y'all both married with children ass dudes, man. That shit's over with, man. Your dating days are over with, man. Oh shit.
I feel you.
Man.
Here's my thing.
Go for it, brother.
You got all these people in government working, okay? And they've been getting fat. They've been eating good to do absolutely nothing constructive, right?
Yes.
Okay? Now, laying them off would be giving them a vacation. What I'm proposing is a little bit of job reordering. What I'm saying is there's a lot of shit that needs to be picked up off the streets of San Francisco.
Okay.
You feel where I'm going?
I see where you're going with that, man.
There's a lot of shit in this country that needs cleaning up. We need volunteers in Maui. I say we put their asses on a plane, send their asses to Maui, send their asses to San Francisco, and other places around the country, and start fucking cleaning up, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay. That's a great fucking idea, dude. You want your little government? You want your government cheese? You got to earn that shit, man. I like that, bro. I like that style of thinking. And then make them quit. I got that point when you said it, man. I got that point when you said it, man. Make them do shit they ain't gonna want to do, and you know, I'm with you, man. I just, you know, it's like I said, man. All the shit I've been through the last year, man. Like, and you looking around and seeing people, and you know, and people who are up or down, you know what I'm saying? Seeing so 2020, man, it was rocking, dude. I was on my way, and then here I am 3 years into this Biden shit, and I'm down, dude.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah. Anytime the communists take control of fucking offices, usually fucking doom follows.
For sure. And look, Trump ain't the fucking savior, but Trump's got a different vision for America than you know, the right has a different vision for America than the left. They want a middle class. The left don't want it. They want poors and riches, man. They don't want no in between, dude. So they can't control them in betweeners, man.
Yep.
But oh yeah, that flash mob, man. Like, I agree with you, man. It's like, come on, man. Just let the girls do their dumb dance and Target. You know, it probably could have been positive. But for her to be like this racist ass guard, come on, man. There's some dude making $15 an hour who the manager said, go stop them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just doing his $15 an hour fucking job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, man, I'm like I was in the chat with Strong Dad. I'm about to just take. I follow the Hoteps, man. I follow you. I follow Strong. You know how hard it is to dig y'all's tweets out of the fucking what they feed me, dude. You know
they ain't
what I'm
putting
saying?
us in your feed.
No, I don't see anybody I fuck with, dude. I get a bunch of fucking shit libs and assholes I don't even fuck with, dude. And it's just like, God, you can see the divide and conquer tactic, that old Elon, man. Nobody trusts that fucking dude, man. He's an alien, dude. He ain't from here, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking alien, man.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth, brother, man? But you know what? I was thinking about that yesterday when you're talking about you. I mean, you preach positivity and fucking higher thinking, man. They ain't never gonna let that out, dude. They don't want that out the bag, man. That's why they stifle the shit out of people like you, man.
Yeah.
But you stay in the fight, bro. You know why? Because you're the Hotep Jesus, man. The Hotepiest Jesus that Greg Gutfeld ever met, man.
Hotep Jesus?
Salute.
I love you, bro, man. I love the chat, man. Everybody have a good day, man. Rudy the Vet is out, man.
Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
I forgot to ask Rudy, you know, how he's feeling. I know he was down on the dumps, fucking got hit. Rudy, you know, we checking on you. You know, let us know how you feeling. In the chat, you know, I hope all is well, man. I hope all is well. I'm over here compiling some videos. Let's play this one before we take another caller. Let's play this video.
Running for president. That's just me, though. I mean, because any two ways you look at it, the man won his presidency without the black vote. What he need it for? What he need us for? Tell me what he need me for. He don't need me. But for some reason, he always get up on that stage talking about how low black unemployment is. Because he legitimately cares. You never heard Obama get on stage talking about black unemployment. He couldn't. Because under his first 2 years with a Democratic Congress, it doubled. Black unemployment under Barack Obama doubled. How many of y'all know that? It doubled. It literally doubled. It went from 8% to 16%. How you get around that and no media say nothing about that? But Donald Trump getting it to the lowest it's ever been recorded. Like I said, he don't need us. He does not need the black vote. The black vote didn't put him in office. The black vote ain't gonna take him out of office. But the fact that he gets up there on them stages every chance he get and tells us how we are doing, because I ain't gonna say that. We too crazy to realize it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta do that. He ain't got to get up there. When he was running for president, he didn't have to get out there talking about, what do you have to lose? Vote for me. He didn't have to do that. But he did. And we grateful that he did. You know, it's some smart folks out there that happen to be darker skinned like me. You just got to find them. See, a lot of them scared to say something because they scared somebody going to say something back to me.
Let's rewind that. Listen to this.
He didn't have to do that. But he did. And we grateful that he did. You know, it's some smart folks out there that happen to be darker skinned like me. You just got to find them. See, a lot of them scared to say something because they scared somebody going to say something back to me. I'm a step. What's up? You got something to say about Donald Trump? What? I ain't got no MAGA hat. My damn head too damn big to be trying to wear a MAGA hat. So I can't wear no MAGA hat out nowhere. But I got a MAGA sweater in there that I wear. I wore it to work. Nobody said nothing. I'm a big old bitch. They better not say nothing.
It's real black folks out here. It's real black folks out here. But she, you know, again, y'all looking at the world through a progressive lens. Okay? But she nailed it. People are scared. People are afraid. And it's a lot of black people. There's a lot of white people. There's a lot of people, all different complexions, that are not afraid. And we need more of them to speak up. We need their voices to be louder. So please do not view black people as... And, you know, majority of black people who are still on the hate Trump situation, many of them aren't going to change their mind. But there's a huge contingent out there that if you just relax a little bit, we could really change the complexion of this country. I know it's scary for some of y'all. Strong Dad, go ahead, man. If you don't get Strong Dad, then Goldstein. Strong Dad, then Goldstein. So let that be a lesson, man. Don't be out here just assuming, oh, black people hate Trump. I mean, you're gonna find, you know, the difference is, I need a diagram app. That's what I need. Okay. Let's go here. All right. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. I wanted this to be transparent. How do I make this just an outline? Perfecto.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Let's do it like this, okay? Now I just need text. Where's the text? How do I add text? How do you add text? Here we go. Text right there. So over here, we got the NASA. Okay. Over here, we got Trump hate. For $50 worth of Syscoin, what is the one thing I always say is the thing that goes in the middle of the Venn diagram? And Strong Dad, you can call in. What goes in the middle part? What goes in the middle part? You got the NASA, right? AKA, hold on. Black people. What makes this intersect? Anybody know what goes in this middle part right here? Somebody said money. It's a little bit deeper than money. You're close though. This is something that comes along with money. Steph Colonel said media. That's not correct. Although it is a factor. He's right, just not what I'm looking for in this instance. What goes in the middle there? Trolls is here? Just ban them. Just ban them. Propaganda, power, Boule. Yeah, Boule's close. Ego, Nobody's got it yet. For $50 worth of Syscoin. What do we got? He said, Zulu said, Trump told white people to show up to Washington and riot. Are we really doing this? First of all, it's a false statement. It was clearly stated by Donald J. Trump that when he instructed people to assemble near the Capitol, that they were to do so peacefully. This is transcripted. There's videos of this. This is not like conspiracy theory, all within the same speech, by the way, which is why Trump still hasn't been incarcerated for that alleged crime. And besides that, let's say he did. What's wrong with that? What, like if you are one of these black people who believe the system is bad and white supremacy and all of that, well, if white people go attack white supremacy, the institution of white supremacy, then why are you mad? You should be happy that your enemy is fighting themselves. Like, this is the one opportunity where black people could just shut the fuck up, mind their business, and let white people fight over this country. And we choose not to. We choose to enter the fight. I got this person's back. I got that person's back. You know? Meanwhile, I'm over here like, can you just fix my bank account? Who can do that? Seems like Trump's able to do that. Oh, he's racist and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the issue. This is the issue with that argument. Not people saying the argument, the specific argument. Strong Dad, what up, bro?
What up? What up? If I break up, just hang up on me, all right?
All
right. First of all, you should have Zulu in the chat call up because he sounded like he's sad that they ransacked the White House.
Oh, man. I mean, the phone lines is open. If Zulu want, he could text 202-596-5631 with Hotep in his name, and we will get him on the phone line. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, man. Pull up, Zulu. Yeah, listen. All I'm saying is, first of all, that I was seeing in the chat was, that who, there, the Democrats, they didn't for no riots or nothing like that in the streets. They weren't out there for anything like that, blah, blah, blah. All I'm saying is that during the entire season, everybody was out there with left-wing talking points. Everybody was out there supporting the left wing. I was talking to my friend in the gym, and we were talking about how it was uncool to support or be on the government side when we were young. You know what I'm saying? Like, correct. Being a rebel was where it was at. Correct. And now it seemed like every single argument against fixing the country is from the basis of, well, we got to support the government. Like the amount of people calling for different types of regulations that as an American, you shouldn't even want. You know, as an American, you shouldn't want them to have so much control over your free speech.
Correct.
You know, you shouldn't want them to have the ability to deplatform you and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That the Trump hate, you know, saying he's a racist, that shit, that, you know, like I've said before, it doesn't even hit on me because I've been around, you know, legitimate racism before. And to me, racism is, you know, taking money from HBCUs, right? To me, racism is telling niggas on a live stream that they ain't gonna get nothing, that I'm not gonna do nothing for you, and then turning around and then giving all of these other communities that, you know, that pay you the big bucks, you know, the kickbacks that they're looking for. That, to me, that's real racism. That's what Joe Biden was doing. To me, racism is, you know, this northern cracker attitude that he's got, where he, you know, he believes that black children have the ability to be like white children. You know what I'm saying? To me, racism is saying you're not black if you don't vote for me, and then turn around and shit all over our community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They use us way more than, you know, the Republicans. I feel like the right uses us to stir up racial divide, but the left uses us to actually get those votes. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's more pernicious. That's more dangerous than, you know, black man bad porn is black man dumb porn. Like, they just put out this shit that, you know, you got to be stupid to believe. You got to be stupid to believe that, you know, that we've been doing, that black people are fine. You got to be dumb to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care about small businesses. You know, when they see white people talking about small businesses, and they go, "Oh, that's a right-wing talking point." Like, nigga, you don't want to have a business? You don't want to run a business? You think your small business is differentiated from theirs? No, it's not. We're all small businesses if we're running one. I want my business to do good.
Let me show
I
you
don't want to
something.
be crushed.
Let me show you something.
Yeah.
And I don't know what term I should search, but there's this. Are you familiar with shoehorn theory?
Yes.
Okay, so this is shoehorn theory with leftists and rightists. Okay, so here it is. You know, shoehorn theory. No, what is it? Shoefoot theory. Horseshoe theory.
It's
horseshoe theory. I'm sorry, horseshoe theory is what I'm thinking of here, and I'm trying to bring the article up on the screen so people can see it, and it's the fucking acting up. Anyway, let me get to my point. My point is the left and the right, at the extremes, especially the far right, actually hate capitalism. The far right does not like advertising. It does not like entrepreneurship. They view it as Jewish culture, which is why they shun it, because of how successful Jewish people have been with advertising, competing in capital markets. So they shun it because Jews allegedly have won the game. You see what I'm saying? That, to me, is quite interesting when you factor in the history of post-Weimar Republic or post-Weimar Republic and Bolshevism and communism. Very, very, very interesting how those things begin to overlap.
I feel like the fear of capitalism comes from.
I'm going to show you something. In England, I believe it was, you know, if there was a guy who sold bread, like, everybody had to buy from him. Like, competition was not, it was shunned. And in some ways, I don't mind that. You know, I actually don't mind that in small vicinities. But for the greater, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it here. But go ahead, my bad.
No, I just feel like the fear of capitalism comes from the lack of education. If you're not actually started something, you know, I didn't really understand capitalism until I started my business. So I started running and operating my own business. And when I see black people afraid of capitalism, or they use that as the boogeyman, you know, that's the symbol of white supremacy to them. It just blows my mind, because in the same breath they'll go support black business. You know, they'll go, oh, we got to practice group economics. Well, how can you practice any of these things without capitalism? Do you want to own nothing, or do you want to own and prosper is how I've always seen it. And I just, you know, I feel like it's sad that this is where it's come to, you know, and then we got this terrible race grift that all of these people on the right are just falling prey to. And that just shows how ignorant they are on that side too, because they're ramped up by anything. They're the left in their own right when it comes to this stuff. You know what I mean? No pun intended. It's just disappointing to me. It's disappointing. If we're gonna actually do something as a society, if we're gonna do something as American citizens, then it should be coming together. You know what I'm saying? And working together, and stop trying to scapegoat and stop trying to, you know, like typecast the other side as this one, you know, like one monolithic structure that all believes one thing. You know, there's people who exist but there are people who are on the left and the right who agree more in the center than they do with their own side. But they're just, like that black woman said, they're just afraid. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't afraid. My wife asked me, she's like, if you're going to vote, who are you going to vote for? I said, I'll probably vote for Trump if I'm going to vote. That's, you know, I don't see myself putting my name on things that I don't believe in. And he hasn't done anything that I believe in necessarily. You know, I mean, from a wider lens, perhaps a few things I don't agree with that he's done. But when it comes to how my life is affected, it's, you know, it's a net positive with him in office versus having Biden in office. And I think that people need to, you know, instead of looking at, you know, what politics are telling you is going to, you know, is wrong. Like, what, you know, politics tells you how your life's going to be affected. Analyze how your life's going to be affected on your own and your own merit, and think about, you know, what are you trying to do? What is your future like? You know, do you want to have a home? Do you want to move? Do you want to have a business X, Y, and Z? And those things will lead you close. They're going to lead you closer to the right than they are the left, and that's just a fact to me.
Yeah. No, I would agree. I can't say I disagree with that.
So, and then, but yeah, that's all I got. And then last thing, man, I don't care, man. I don't care if it's Target. I don't care where I'm at. Get that shit out of my store, man. I'm sick of this generation, man.
You kicking them out?
I'm so sick of this crap, man. What are y'all doing? Like, these are the people who are going to take care of us when we're old. And I don't see that happening.
I don't see nothing wrong with a bunch of girls organizing and dancing in the store.
No, man. Where the fuck is they dads at, man? and you dancing with a T person. I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit in my store.
The T person, that shit, you know, that, yeah.
I draw the line right there. I draw the line right there. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, for me, it's the lack of understanding. It's the lack of actual world experience, and all of these things in culmination. And when I see stuff like that, I just see ignorant niggas, women, and that's the worst part. Is because I'm sick of these crappy representations. Like, this gives more ammunition to the people who race. Like, can we not give ammunition? Can you keep your dumb ass on TikTok at home? You know what I'm saying? Get on the NPC, do that shit in your bedroom, but my damn store, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the manager. I'm picking them out. I don't give a damn, man. I'm trying. I don't care.
I feel you. I caught you grifting though.
Hey, man.
I caught you in 4K grifting.
Hey, man, I ain't got the blue check, but I gotta get my grift on, man. You know. I gotta get my grift on just a little bit.
All right, we're gonna let it slide.
All
We're gonna
right,
let this
man.
one slide with a warning.
All right, good.
All right, yo, Hotep and Bill.
All right, Hotep.
Don't follow behind Uncle Hotep. That nigga gonna lead you right off the cliff. The cliff to grift them. Nigga said real niggas don't grift. As soon as Elon send them EBS, them Elon bucks, all of a sudden that nigga back to grifting. Trishy in the chat. Uh-oh. Hotep ghosting. We got a winner in the chat, by the way. We got a winner in the chat.
Murphy's Law Rescue.
We got a winner in the chat who guessed what goes in the middle. We're going to announce that after this call. Yo, Goldstein, what up, man?
What up?
What's good, y'all?
Yo, listen, racist white folks need better representation on Twitter.
They do.
They
really
do because
I could do it better
your
than
people, man, the people who's representing y'all right now are selling y'all out, man. They selling y'all asses up the river. You got to really start the vetting process or something because you can't let niggas like Elijah Schaffer have the mic. Man, I can't tell you how big of a fucking cell phone that is. Let me ask you something. This real practical shit. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I know about any type of society, any type of civilization, any type of institution, anything like that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the society, the civilization, the institution is only as good as its leadership. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So...
And in some of its parts, because it's not all on the leader. Like, motherfuckers got to be competent. Otherwise, you got to give leaders time to reform.
Right. Yeah. Okay. The sum of its parts to some degree, but the leadership is where it ends and it begins.
Yeah.
It ends and begins at the top.
Okay.
So if you sit here highlighting how fucked up Western civilization it is right now, well, I mean, come on now. Y'all been running this motherfucker.
I've had that argument. I haven't used that argument in a while. You just brought that back to memory. I got to bring that one back. That's what I used to say. I'm like, yo, y'all over here complaining about all these tea people. I'm like, nigga, this y'all country. Like, they'll tell you, like, yo, go back to Africa and all this shit. Meanwhile, Africa's like, yo, we ain't doing that shit here. You know what I'm saying? And then be complaining about it. I'm like, yo, this is your shit. Own up to this motherfucker.
Yeah. You want to leave all the bullshit of Western society. He didn't say the United States. That's probably where he fucking up. And I would disagree with him there too. But he want to leave all of the bullshit of Western society at the fucking foot of Black Americans. Like we hella influential over there in Europe and shit. Where all of this bullshit, all of the crumbling started. Long before we even had a voice on the world scene. That's when the crumbling started. But you want to leave it all at the feet of Black folks. Y'all been the leaders of this shit for a while. You are the current leaders of this shit right now. If it's crumbling because you are feckless as leaders. That's why. Man,
big facts.
Now, the only problem I had with them broads in Target is they left that motherfucker intact. That's the only problem I have there. You want them dancing that bitch? You want to have all I did not see not one video talking about enough is enough when everybody was in them Targets making them videos talking about what is all this T-shit doing in here? I didn't see not one video talking about this is rabble-rousing, this is out of line. I didn't see any of those videos then. What happened in a month? Oh, that's right. The faces turn colors. That's right. Yeah. So I'm not trying to hear it now. Target ain't shit. Target won't be shit. Target will never be shit until you fucking take that motherfucker and reduce it to rubble. And then it has potential.
Do you see the contradiction though? Like last week it was Target is the bad guy. This week it was don't disturb Target.
Exactly. And I'm telling you right now, here's where I may have OD'd on the red pill a little bit, so get ready.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference that I see between propaganda now and propaganda as it has always been is how it's disseminated and what it's disseminated over. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the ability for motherfucking large swaths of the population to switch gears within a fucking week's time is the fact that they heard or seen some shit over the internet. So maybe Because I remember when I was young, propaganda was just as thick with bullshit as it was then as it is now. But the only difference is when I was younger, we got that shit over the news. We got that shit over cable. But now they're getting that shit over fucking towers, 5G towers. So maybe, just maybe, the bigger the G, the better the sorcery. Maybe motherfuckers need to really consider that.
It's a minor overdose, but you onto something. You definitely onto something, because basically how I interpret that to make sense to me is the faster the internet, the faster they can pump the propaganda into them.
Yeah. And see, I believe that this shit is all magic any goddamn way. Magic that we ain't quite understanding. It'll become science at some point once we investigate it a little bit. But right now it's magic. Look, thousands of years ago when the Romans had their plumbing system, right? They were advanced. They were doing some shit that no other civilization, allegedly, no other civilization had done at the time. And they were sitting there using lead pipes that drove the entire populace crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? This is why Caligula is fucking sleeping with horses and doing weird shit, right? This is what led to that.
Yeah.
So, who am I to say that that's not the case right now? All this goddamn shit bouncing around in the airways is constantly there. It's there in abundance. It's always around us. It's going through us. It's circulating us. We don't even know what the fuck it's doing to our genetic structure on a molecular level, right?
Yeah.
No one's ever asked those questions. We just said, oh, look, it's a pretty new invention. Let's use it.
Right.
But for all we know, this could be the contributing factor to why people are held sway to bullshit. 1 fucking week ago, you were just saying fuck Target, and now it's let's save Target. Why? Because some fucking kids danced in it? That can't be the reason. That can't be the reason. Because some goddamn kids danced in the motherfucker? Now it's all of a sudden, let's just throw out all of our arguments from a week ago and everything that we held as a principle. Let's throw it out because some fucking kids danced in it. I don't even believe it's racism at this point or because the faces were black. I believe it's because right in that code that's being beamed from those towers into your phone and into your face, right in that code is a message saying, yeah, switch gears.
A little virus.
Little virus. We know goddamn well that the human brain can be hacked. Elon already told us that.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah.
That's true.
Motherfuckers need to start waking up. And Robert Salami, bro, I'm tired of outsourcing everything American to India. First the fucking vice presidency, and now this nigga coming.
Yeah, right.
Tired of outsourcing. I have nothing against India. My mother is a fine Indian woman. But we got to start outsourcing our jobs. We got to start with him. Fuck Robert Salami. He don't need to be nowhere near the administration, whatever administration comes in, because he damn sure ain't winning.
Yeah.
Let's get that out right now. He ain't winning a goddamn thing. He's going to be appointed, though. We don't need that man in there. That nigga's a sleeper agent. Even my mom is saying that. You know what I mean?
She can see it?
Huh?
She can see it?
Oh, you think I'm bad. You think I'm bad. Listen.
Mama Ghosteen got the 10-4 Koofy on?
Her shit is platinum. The interception.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
said
she
Mama
on
Ghosteen got a platinum Koofy.
Yeah. She think everything is a goddamn conspiracy. I gotta slow her down sometimes, and that's saying something.
If you gotta slow her down, damn.
Yeah.
We gotta get her to call in.
And what's cold is she pushing 70.
Is she?
Pushing 70 on one. So yeah. That just lets y'all know that fucking time is no respecter of men and their positions.
Big
You
fact.
can always evolve no matter how old you are.
Yep.
And I'm starting to think that the Biden crime family, anytime anyone says that Biden crime family, I'm starting to think that's one of them buzzwords now.
Biden crime family.
Yeah, that phrase is one of them buzzwords like Robert Salami be using just to tap into some primal dumb shit within the fucking right-wing brain. Biden crime family. I'm tired of hearing that fucking phrase. Yeah, we know he crooked, right? But all of y'all niggas is crooked. You too, Trump. So I'm not trying to hear no Biden crime family no goddamn more. Fuck them. Fuck Hunter and his weird ass proclivities that he decides I want to record every chance I get. All right? Get them niggas. Biden is not going to win again. I don't even know why people run against this nigga. You don't even have to run against this nigga. Just run against your primary, and when the fucking election comes, don't say nothing else, because all you stand to do is just fuck it off at that point.
Yeah.
The right wing, they on some other shit. They weird right now. They're incoherent, ineffectual, and like I said before, feckless ass party. They need to just shut up and let things happen at this point. The more they speak, the more they start to come across as controlled opposition. And that's hard to say to a whole goddamn party of the American governance system.
Yeah.
And when a whole party starts to look like controlled opposition, well, then you have to ask yourself a few things at that point.
Yes.
But that's about it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. Hey, we got to get it Cooley Bravo to make that remix. Bryson on some dumb shit. He don't want to talk. Look, he don't even listen to that song, bro.
Who?
Because dude said shit in it.
Who?
Now, Bryson.
Bryson said he won't listen to it because the dude cursed in the song?
Yeah,
What?
on some weak-ass Hoto shit.
What?
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that boy sometimes. He said shit, so I'm not going to listen to it. Let me tell you something, bro. This might come across as a little controversial, but the word tranny is profanity. Now, it's profanity that we all readily use,
Yeah.
but it's profanity nonetheless.
Correct.
And I'm going to tell you, if you look at the definition of profanity, tranny is actually closer to that definition than the word shit. So,
this is a real Hotep brother.
I don't know what he'd be on. Listen, it's all perspective. If you say shit and you say crap, you done said the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And I done heard him say crap in many of his spaces, type that shit out, and some more shit.
Yeah.
3 days ago, the nigga said tranny. So I'm not trying to hear this holier than thou shit all of a sudden because the man said the dollar ain't shit. That makes me think that you're controlled opposition at that point because there's a glaring hypocrisy there.
This is a real Hotep brother.
So I don't know. I don't know about Bryson, so let's hit up Cooley when you out there at Hotep Con with him. Give him a couple of them things, let him smoke on some shit, and be like, listen, this is what we gonna do.
All right,
Boom.
say less. I don't think Cooley smoked, though.
Yeah, I take that back. Don't let him smoke on nothing. That nigga on parole.
Nah, he not on parole either. I just don't think he smoked. I think he said he never smoked.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. So, yeah, I'm going to let you go, though, man. Hotep and Bill.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Nero, we're going to let you get in here in a second. Pause. Shout out to Jules and his grandma in case they watching. Retro Neon, $10 super chat. He said, hey, HJ, did you hear about the Crowder case? In a deposition, the ex-wife destroyed ring cam footage. Also, the nanny said Stephen is the better parent and never caused any kind of violence. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm not going to say that's not, I'm not going to say it's hard to believe. I can definitely see that, man. There's a lot of toxic women out here. So we did have a winner. The winner is Purple Chanel. Purple Chanel, you won. She said education. She said education. And that's the deciding factor on Trump hate. Here I'll put we're going to put liberal education, okay? Let's put liberal education, right? And then underneath that, let's put indoctrination. Okay? That's what we're going to do. All right? Everybody screenshot this when I'm done with it and share this on the internet. Tag me. Don't let nobody take this shit. Matter of fact, I don't even care. Somebody's going to take this shit anyway. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just share this shit out so motherfuckers can understand. I really don't give a fuck. There you go right there. Y'all got that? Screenshot that. Screenshot that right there. Preferably with my face in it. That'll be the best way to do this. With me right here and all of the advertising and sponsors. That would be the most ethical way to do this. Share that out. Tag me on Twitter. I'll retweet it right now. Screenshot what you see on the screen and share that out. Put a snazzy little grifty caption to it and tag me. And I'll retweet you right now. So this is the Venn diagram. And Purple Chanel, email your Syscoin address. You got to download the Pally wallet, P-A-L-I. Download the Pally wallet so I can send you Syscoin. I'm sending you $50 Syscoin for answering that correctly. So we got, take a look here. Send that to HotepJesus@gmail. Send your Syscoin wallet address to HotepJesus@gmail, right? Okay, so what we're looking at here is a Venn diagram of NASA's, aka black people, and Trump hate, and where those two things merge is a liberal education. Liberal education, aka indoctrination. It is in the universities that they steal some of our best minds or co-opt them. These are our best minds. Our best minds go to university and get co-opted. They get owned. So the more education, the more time someone spends at a university, the more liberal they tend to become. The more nonsensical, the more indoctrinated, the more brainwashed, the more compromised their minds become. Liberal education, aka indoctrination. So if you want to know what type of black person would be outside of the Venn diagram, we can take this to the next level. Let's add on to this. I don't want to. I can sit here and make it like a really complex diagram. I really don't want to do that right now. So I'm just gonna do this. The hood. It's outside of Trump hate. Because they haven't been indoctrinated. So when you talk about, oh, black people this and black people that, which black people are you talking about? Are you talking about the black people that you know because they exist in your spaces, your corporate offices, your conversations online, your media? These are liberal, educated black people. The hood is completely different. They have not even been educated on these things, on these topics. So when you ask them based upon their own experience, they're going to say, yo, I fuck with Trump because in my own experience, I experienced what the fuck Biden did and what Trump did. And Trump felt better. Pause. So this is a more updated one. Screenshot that, share that if you want to use this one or the previous version. And I'll retweet you right now. Nero and Kev, you can call in. Let me see. I'm going to go to my mentions right now, see if anybody has tagged me Okay. Angelia Hoffman. Thank you. There she is right there. She about to get the retweet right now. You tuning in to hear Hotep Jesus on Rumble? I don't know who the hell this Hotep TV is, but it ain't us. They're not affiliated. It's a university that they steal or co-opt our best minds. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I just retweeted those so everybody can see what's going on here. Okay. Hey, some of y'all might want to get this version just so it don't go over people's heads. Come get this version. You can get that version. You can share that version. I'll retweet that version too. We just take NASA out just in case people get confused with our lingo. You can take that screenshot. Okay. Let me check on my chatters. Phil the Kill said, in politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. FDR. Rockefeller's formed and funded the Board of Education. Rockefeller admired and praised Mao. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Now ABL got to eat his word for taking the side of Candace. Damn. Yeah, Bryson hardcore Christian. Bryson's hardcore. I didn't know Bryson said that. He said if you said shit, you didn't fucking want.
Call from.
Yo.
What's going on?
What up, bro?
What's going on? How's everybody's day doing?
Life is good.
I know they can't hear me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I just want to slide on some this Indian topic. Man, I'm from Cleveland, man. Anybody who's from Cleveland knows downtown. There's this place called Reserve Square. It's a big ass apartment, bro. Nothing but immigrated Indians, bro, and they stank. Their apartments be dirty as hell. These niggas, bitches is ugly. Like, they didn't even bring the good bitch. They brought all the ugly, oblong booty, crooked face, potato head assholes. Nigga, tired of this shit. And second of all, fuck this fucking Vivica slob salami ass nigga, man. Everybody needs to take a residency in the hood. Because in the hood, you just go through hood shit. Like people lying to you. You got to develop some people skills. Motherfuckers robbing you. Talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking over you, around you. Fucking giving you the loop game. Anybody could tell this nigga is fucking full of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, but everybody went to educational public school. Everybody got Scantron brains. You know, when he talked, he fill in all the fucking circles, so they're like, "Oh yeah, correct answer." I believe it. Fucking dumbass niggas. Fuck these niggas. And I was in the military during Trump, nigga. Everybody was lit.
It was lit?
It was lit. Okay. Everybody had money. We wasn't at war with anybody, nigga. We could enjoy the deployment, ride around with our big-ass bombs bullying everybody. All that. Everything was good. Feel me? Now look, niggas is vaccinated up. And freaking, where's that fucking Nazi utopia, Ukraine, nigga? Fuck, it's ridiculous out here, bro. It's ridiculous, man. But that's all I gotta say, man. Fuck these niggas, man. I gotta go back to work. Hotep and Bill, man.
Hotep and Bill, my nigga. I love it. I love it when it's spicy and short. Pause. Yo, shout out to all my people who shared out the Venn diagram. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. Yeah. So we shared that out. I hit the retweet on that. You know what I'm saying? Got that out into the atmosphere. Hood exists outside of it. They haven't been educated on these topics. They'll say, yo, I fuck with Trump because my own experience. I experienced what the fuck Biden did and what Trump did. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. You know? Yeah. Shout out to Syscoin. Nice little Syscoin giveaway this time. Kev never called. Maybe Kev is busy. I don't know what's up with Kev. Today is Tuesday. Today is Hotep Con prep. They trying to get me to come up to their studio on Hotep Thursday. Gotta let them know, man. I do my show on Thursdays. I can't be moving my shit around for nobody else's show. Alright, cool. Cooley's over here texting me. Cooley over here texting me and whatnot. I'm sorry, y'all. Phone lines is closed. Boom, closed them. They gone. 4:15. Shaka texts me too. I gotta respond to Shaka. Shaka texts me and shit. I gotta call him back. What's today? Tuesday. So Tuesday I got a consultation. I got a kid I'm training on how to be a podcaster. He's got a Christian podcast. So I'm gonna talk to him today. Gonna do some laundry. Get ready for HotepCon. Yeah. Shout out to all my ticket holders. Anybody in the chat going to HotepCon? Anybody in the chat? Shout out to my chatters, Montoya, Wilmar, Tasha Kayleen, Steph Colonel. Salute, Carlos Africa. Carlos, you ain't got a wrench? Let me get Carlos a wrench. He been needing a wrench. Boom. You wrenched up, bro. You wrenched up now. Welcome. Tanai talked about, now Tanai is exempt. Many times you can be exempt from the rule if you're in STEM. You know, not all people who go to college are bad. I do have to specify, I'm specifically talking about people in like humanities and liberal arts and business degrees and all that. When you're in STEM, you got too much math and fucking science equations to solve. You ain't really got time to be talking about politics and shit on campus when you a science major. You got too much fucking homework and shit. So, and you got this is a real major now. So let's not do that. We usually are going to exempt STEM majors because they got some damn sense. Not all of them, but some of them. STEM majors, you don't count for the most part. That's what we'll say. Strong Dad say you're gonna be a Hotep Con next year. Come through, man. It's gonna be lit. All right, man. Let me get out of here. Thank you to my producers, Jason and Jason, Jabari. I guess to call him Triple J. Shout out to the Triple J pack. Nerd Nash. Shout out to nerdnash.com. Trish. Shout out to Trish. Leah and Taylor. Appreciate y'all for making the Grift Report all possible and other things as well. Can't wait to see all of your faces at HotepCon. It's been wonderful. Been hanging out with my white handlers. Make sure you take your master focus. Discount is in the description box below, and the commercial's coming right now. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.